idea came about 10 years ago. I just moved. Then I moved to the French-Swiss border, and at that time, I lived in a small village, 4,000 inhabitants, and I could hear people talking Italian, German, Russian, Japanese, and I didn't understand why. And they told me, well, they're all engineers, they have PhDs, and they work at the CERN. And they told me that underground, 100 meters below us, there was the biggest particle accelerator in the world. To recreate the conditions of the Big Bang. So it blew my mind. I thought, okay, there is a story to tell. But that was 10 years ago. I was still a young writer. I didn't have much experience. And then 10 years later, streamers such as Netflix and Disney just arrived in France. And so it kind of broadened the playing fields that we had. So we came to Disney with the idea, with the scripts, and they said, yeah, that's what we want to do. So that's how it started.
Well, technically there is the 80s and of course Back to the Future and what's the other one?
My favorite movie of all time is the Groundhog Day. You know,
Grounded Day. Yeah. Jour sans fin.
It's not. It's a loop. It's a time loop.
Yeah.
But I love in this movie, the several times the same moment, but repeated. The loop of the sequence.
But honestly, there have been so many variations of the time traveling. I can't pick exactly one specifically. I know a lot of science fiction around time travel, but I can't tell you any specifics. Sorry, it's been too many. I mean, when we first read the story, it was obvious there is a super nice story to tell. Oh, there is time traveling. Okay, wonderful. But it's a story first, and best way to tell the story. But honestly, we haven't been through a lot of specific references.
Lots of references, but maybe it's digested. And maybe you see some references we even don't see. So.
But cool. Okay. Do you have a specific title in mind?
It's not especially sci-fi. It could be, it could be The Goonies because it's about teenagers. Yeah. It could be Big, which is not a sci-fi movie at all. It's more like a mystery, magic type of thing. Mm-hmm. But but I've always been fascinated by the idea that we are what we do. So sometimes we make decisions, sometimes they're bad ones, and sometimes they take you in a place where you shouldn't go, and you go there, and that's your life. So it's all the doors that you open in your life.
The most challenging thing and the most exciting thing is the same. It's changing between tones. Sometimes it's funny, then it's dark, and then it's mystery and sci-fi, and a lot of tone and genre in the show, and how we can change
from one
to another, and this is a big challenge for a director, but it's very, very exciting, and it's a gift to have the chance to work that part.
I'm honestly, he said challenging and exciting is the same word for us. Huh? Honestly, the more difficult it is, the better it is. It's more, I don't know. It's just more exciting. But I really agree with this. I mean, how can you switch from a drama scene to something more funny? How do you get from how do you change the color just slowly so it doesn't look artificial, or it doesn't? So that was really challenging because the show is a lot of different, as Benjamin said, a lot of different tones. So, but honestly, Quoc have been super helpful because the text was really, really strong already, the story, and he let us really do our job. Honestly, thank you.
No, it's the vision. We writers, we talk a lot about being showrunners, which means that a showrunner does take his show from A to Z, and he controls everything. And I am probably one of the rare guys not to believe in this, because it's a very collaborative work. and I like the magic of what they do. They put their hands in the engine and they do the whole thing, and then something magic is created, and I'm in awe. The thing we have in common is we are very young at heart. We can be very childish at times. So I like the idea that I come with my scripts. I give it to them. We talk about it. I give them my opinion, and then they take it. They don't take it. If they don't take it, of course I'm disappointed, but I understand because they have a talent that I don't have. Give me a camera and it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be nothing. So they have the talent. So I trust them that they will do something great with it, and that's what happened. So I'm very happy about it.
Well, there was the first before the shooting. There was the casting and the way we've worked with the actors. So it was the three of us at this moment because Quoc were helping us to find the right direction for the characters. So there was first. That was it, and then on the shooting with Benjamin, we have been super, collaborative since the beginning. I mean, how the show looks like, what are the gimmicks that's going to be going through the whole story, and even if we had specific episodes, I know when there was Benjamin shooting, I was around, and it was the same for my part. So honestly, it was super collaborative, and I was. Yeah, that was helpful, and
prep the whole show together.
Voilà.